My beloved child, come closer and listen quietly for a moment. Do not rush, do not worry about anything right now. Just breathe and let your heart be still. I have been with you since the very first moment you opened your eyes in this world. I have seen every step you have taken, every tear that has fallen from your eyes, every smile you tried to hide, and every pain you carried silently inside your chest. Even the feelings you could not explain with words, I understood them before you did. You may be wondering why your heart feels heavy some days, even when nothing seems wrong. You may wake up with a strange sadness, or go to bed feeling empty, tired, or restless. You may ask yourself, why do I feel this way? Why does my heart ache when my life looks normal? Why do memories return at night? Why do tears come without warning? My child, those feelings did not come by accident. They are not meaningless. They are not signs that you are weak, broken, or forgotten. They are gentle messages from deep within you, and I am speaking to you through them. I want you to know something very important today. I see you. I hear you. I understand you completely. When you feel tired, it is not only because your body is aging or your days are long. It is because your soul has carried many burdens quietly. You have given love when it was not returned. You have stayed strong when you wanted to rest. You have forgiven when it was painful. You have held your family together with prayers whispered in silence. And sometimes your heart feels heavy simply because it has loved deeply. My child, I know your generation learned to be strong without complaining. You were taught to keep going, to endure, to sacrifice, and to put others first. You learned to smile even when your heart was aching. You learned to pray quietly rather than speak loudly about your pain. And I honor that strength. I cherish it. But listen to me now with an open heart. You do not need to hide your feelings from me. You do not need to pretend that everything is fine when it is not. I already know what you feel, and I do not judge you for it. I do not turn away when you are sad, confused, or afraid. I draw closer. Some of your feelings come from memories. Old moments return. Voices, faces, words spoken long ago. Times when you were hurt. Times when you lost someone you loved. Times when life did not turn out the way you hoped. These memories may visit you more often now, especially in quiet moments. That is not a mistake. It is your heart asking to be heard, healed, and held gently. Other feelings come from unanswered questions. You may wonder if your life truly mattered, if you did enough, if you chose the right paths. You may think about missed chances or mistakes. You may worry about the future, about your health, about being a burden, or about being alone. My child, these thoughts are common, and they do not make you weak. They make you human. I want you to understand something very clearly today. Your life has meaning beyond what you can see. Every act of kindness you showed, every prayer you whispered for your children and grandchildren, every night you stayed awake worrying for others, every time you chose love over bitterness, none of it was wasted. Even when no one thanked you, even when no one noticed, even when you felt invisible, I noticed. When you feel lonely, it is not because you are unloved. It is because your heart longs for deeper connection with me and with the truth of who you are. When you feel restless, it is not because your life lacks purpose. It is because your soul is calling you to remember that you are still mine, still precious, still guided. My child, do not be afraid of your feelings. Do not push them away. Bring them to me. Sit with me. Speak to me as you would speak to a loving father who listens patiently and never interrupts. I am not disappointed in you. I am not distant. I have not forgotten you. Even now, as you listen to these words, I am near. My presence is gentle, not loud. My voice is soft, not demanding. I do not rush you. I walk at your pace. This message is not here to frighten you. It is here to comfort you. It is here to help you understand that the emotions stirring inside you are not signs of the end. They are signs of awareness, growth, and deeper connection. You are entering a season of reflection, and reflection is holy. It is where wisdom grows. It is where peace can be found. It is where old wounds can finally rest. So rest your heart for a moment. Let these words settle inside you. You are safe here. You are loved beyond measure. And what you are feeling has a purpose that I will gently reveal to you. Step by step. Stay with me. Keep listening. We are just beginning. And as you remain here with me, breathing slowly, letting your heart soften, I want you to know that nothing you feel needs to be rushed or fixed quickly. Some things are meant to be understood gently, over time, like a sunrise that does not hurry but still fills the sky with light. Your feelings are like that, my child. They are not storms meant to destroy you. They are messages meant to guide you. Many times in your life you were strong for others. You carried responsibilities quietly. You worked, you cared, you raised children, you supported family, you made sacrifices that only you and I truly know. You did what was expected, and often more than expected. You learned to keep moving forward even when your heart was tired. And now, in quieter moments, when the noise of daily duties has softened, your heart finally speaks. Do not be afraid of that voice. It is your soul remembering its journey. It is your heart sorting through years of love, lost joy, regret, hope, and endurance. When you feel emotional without knowing why, it is not weakness. It is reflection. It is wisdom waking up inside you. Sometimes you look back and think about moments you wish had gone differently. You remember words you should have spoken, or words you wish you had never said. You remember chances you missed, paths you did not take. These thoughts may visit you when you least expect them, especially at night when everything is quiet. But listen to me carefully now. I do not look at your life the way you do. You see moments. I see the whole story. Where you see mistakes, I see learning. Where you see loss, I see love that mattered. Where you see failure, I see effort and courage. You were never meant to live a perfect life. You were meant to live a real one. A life with tears and laughter, strength and softness, certainty and doubt. Every chapter, even the painful ones, shaped your heart, deepened your compassion, and made you who you are today. Some of your feelings come from grief that was never fully spoken. Loss does not always leave loudly. Sometimes it stays quietly, settling deep inside the heart. You lost people you loved, friends, family, a spouse, parents, siblings. You may still hear their voices in your memory. You may still feel their absence in small moments. An empty chair, a quiet room, a holiday that feels different now. My child, grief does not mean you are stuck in the past. It means you love deeply, and love never disappears. It changes form, but it remains. I was with you in every goodbye. I held you when no one saw your tears. And I still hold those you loved just as I hold you now. There are also feelings that come from questions about faith. You may believe in me deeply, yet still wonder why certain prayers were not answered the way you hoped. You may ask why suffering touched your family, why illness came, why doors closed when you prayed for them to open. These questions do not push me away, they draw me closer. Faith is not about having all the answers. Faith is about trusting my heart when you do not understand my ways. You were never meant to carry blind certainty. You were meant to carry trust, gentle, honest, and living. Even when your faith felt quiet, even when your prayers were simple or tired, I heard them. A whispered prayer from a weary heart reaches me just as surely as a loud one. Sometimes your heart feels heavy because you are thinking about time, how fast it passed, how much has changed. You notice your body slowing, your energy shifting, your days feeling different than they once did. And with that comes fear. Fear of being forgotten, fear of losing independence, fear of what lies ahead. Listen to me now, my beloved child. Your worth has never been measured by how much you can do. Your value has never depended on your strength or speed. You are precious because you are mine. You are not fading away, you are ripening. Like fruit that has grown through many seasons, your life carries sweetness, wisdom, and depth that only time can bring. The world may move quickly, but I move gently with you. When you feel uncertain, it is often because you are standing between what was and what will be. That space can feel uncomfortable, quiet, even lonely, but it is also sacred. It is where reflection turns into understanding, and understanding turns into peace. I want you to reflect not only on what you lost, but on what you gave. You gave love. You gave effort. You gave care. You gave prayers that changed things in ways you may never fully see. Your life has touched more hearts than you realize. And even now, your presence matters, your words matter, your prayers matter. Your kindness still carries power. My child, the real reason behind many of your feelings is not sadness. It is depth. You have lived long enough to feel deeply, to understand pain and beauty at the same time, to see that life is fragile, precious, and meaningful. Let your heart rest in that truth. You are not alone in your reflections. I am with you in every memory, every question, every quiet moment. Stay with me a little longer. There is more I want to share with you. Words of encouragement, comfort, and hope that will strengthen your heart. And as we continue, you will begin to feel lighter, not because your past disappears, but because you will see it through my eyes, with love, purpose, and peace. And as you stay with me, letting these thoughts rest gently inside your heart, I want you to feel something very important now. I want you to feel hope. Not loud hope that demands excitement, but quiet hope that settles into your soul like a warm blanket on a cool evening. The kind of hope that does not rush you forward, but walks beside you at the pace of your breath. My beloved child, you have carried much, and yet you are still here. That alone is a testimony of strength you may not recognize in yourself. There were days when you thought you could not go on, yet you did. There were seasons when you felt unseen, yet you remained faithful. There were prayers you whispered through tears, and even then, you kept trusting me, even if only with a small part of your heart. I want you to know this clearly. I am proud of you. Not because you were perfect, not because you never doubted, but because you stayed soft in a hard world. Because you kept loving when it would have been easier to close your heart. Because you chose kindness even when you were tired. You may not feel strong now, and that is all right. Strength does not always look like standing tall. Sometimes strength looks like resting. Sometimes it looks like asking for help. Sometimes it looks like simply getting through the day with a gentle heart. When you wake up in the morning and feel unsure, I am already there. When you sit quietly and your thoughts begin to wander, I am listening. When you feel joy in small moments, a familiar song, a kind word, a memory that makes you smile, that joy is a reminder that life still holds goodness for you. Do not believe the lie that your best days are behind you. Your days may look different now, but different does not mean empty. There is still beauty waiting to meet you in gentle ways. I am guiding you even now. Sometimes guidance does not come as clear answers or dramatic signs. Sometimes it comes as peace that slowly replaces fear. Sometimes it comes as acceptance where there was once resistance. Sometimes it comes as the courage to let go of what you cannot change and to hold on to what truly matters. If your heart feels tired, rest in me. You do not need to earn my love. You do not need to prove your worth. You do not need to explain your past. I know it all, and I still choose you. You may worry about being a burden to others. You may hesitate to ask for help or to speak about your needs. But listen to me gently now. Allowing others to care for you is not weakness. It is part of love's circle. Just as you once cared for others, now you allow care to return to you. That exchange is holy. I am also encouraging you to be kind to yourself. Speak to yourself the way you would speak to someone you love. Do not replay harsh words in your mind. Do not punish yourself for things you cannot undo. I have already forgiven what needs forgiving. I have already healed what needs healing. Even if you do not see it yet, when fear visits you, fear of illness, fear of the future, fear of loss, do not fight it harshly. Bring it to me. Say, I am afraid, and let that be enough. I am not offended by your honesty. I meet you exactly where you are. My child, you are not walking alone into the days ahead. I am walking with you step by step. I am guiding your thoughts, softening your worries, and surrounding you with grace you may not even notice yet. There is still purpose in your presence. Sometimes your purpose is simply to be, to listen, to pray, to love quietly, to share wisdom, to offer comfort with your understanding eyes. Your life speaks even in silence, and I am not finished with you. Even now, I am working in ways you cannot see. I am answering prayers you prayed long ago. I am placing peace in places where anxiety once lived. I am opening doors inside your heart, doors to acceptance, gratitude, and gentle joy. Let yourself feel encouraged today. Let hope breathe again inside you. Let go of the idea that you must be strong all the time. You are allowed to lean on me. You have always been held. In every season, every change, every unknown. And you will continue to be held. Stay with me just a little longer. There is something important I still need to tell you. Guidance spoken in love, truth spoken gently, meant to protect your heart and keep you centered on what truly matters. We are moving forward together. And now, my beloved child, as your heart feels steadier and your spirit more open, I want to speak to you with a love that is both gentle and firm. This is not a warning meant to frighten you. It is guidance meant to protect you, like a father placing a steady hand on the shoulder of a child he loves deeply. Listen carefully, not with fear, but with trust. There are things in this world that quietly steal your peace. They do not arrive loudly. They come softly, dressed as worry, bitterness, regret, or constant comparison. If you are not careful, they settle into your heart and begin to weigh it down. I do not want that for you. One of the greatest dangers to your peace now is holding on to what you can no longer change. You may replay the past again and again, wondering what you should have done differently. You may carry guilt for moments you regret or decisions that still trouble you. But my child, Holding on to yesterday will rob you of today. You cannot walk forward while gripping the past tightly. I am asking you gently but clearly to begin releasing what no longer serves your soul. This does not mean forgetting. It means trusting me with what you cannot fix. I am bigger than your regrets. I am greater than your mistakes. Nothing you have done is beyond my mercy. Another danger is allowing your heart to grow hard. Pain has visited you more than once, and it would be easy to protect yourself by closing off emotionally. But a hardened heart cannot feel joy fully. It cannot receive love deeply. It cannot rest peacefully. Guard your heart, yes, but do not close it. Bitterness may feel like strength, but it is a heavy burden. Forgiveness may feel difficult, but it is freedom. Forgiveness does not mean saying what happened was right. It means choosing peace over poison. And I will help you do this step by step. I also want to guide you away from constant fear. Fear about your health. Fear about the future. Fear about being alone. Fear whispers lies that say you are unsafe, forgotten, or nearing the end without meaning. Do not listen to those voices. Fear is not from me. I do not promise that life will be without difficulty, but I promise you will not face it alone. When fear speaks loudly, return to truth. Truth says you are cared for. Truth says your days are held in my hands. Truth says your life still has value and purpose. Be careful not to measure your worth by what others are doing, or by what you can no longer do. Comparison will steal your joy quietly. The world may praise speed, youth, and noise, but I value faithfulness, humility, and love. You are not behind, you are not less. You are exactly where you need to be. I also want to guide you in how you use your remaining time and energy. Do not spend it on constant worry, endless anger, or chasing approval. Spend it on what brings life to your spirit: prayer, gratitude, kindness, rest, meaningful connection. Speak words that heal, not words that wound. Choose silence when anger rises quickly. Choose patience when irritation appears. These choices protect your peace and bless others. And my child, do not neglect your connection with me. Prayer does not need to be long or perfect. Sometimes a single sentence whispered from the heart is enough. Sometimes silence shared with me is prayer. Make space for me daily, even if only for a few quiet moments. I am not asking for performance. I am asking for presence. Another gentle warning I give you is this: do not believe that it is too late for change. As long as you are breathing, growth is possible. Healing is possible. Peace is possible. Even now I am shaping your heart, softening your thoughts, and preparing you for deeper rest. Do not withdraw from life completely. Stay connected. Allow laughter. Allow tears. Allow others to walk beside you. Isolation may feel safe, but it slowly dims the light within you. You matter more than you realize. Remember what truly matters: love over pride, peace over control, faith over fear. These truths will guide you safely through every remaining season. And now, my child, take these words into your heart. Let them guide you gently, not heavily. I am not here to condemn you. I am here to protect you, to lead you, and to remind you of what brings real peace. Stay with me just a little longer. There is one final message I want to leave with you. Words of strength, warmth, and deep reassurance that will remain with you long after this moment ends. And now, my beloved child, come even closer. Let everything you have heard rest gently inside you. Let your shoulders relax. Let your breathing slow. This is not an ending filled with sadness, but a closing filled with peace. The kind of peace that stays with you long after the words grow quiet. You have listened with an open heart, and that alone tells me something beautiful about you. You are still seeking, still listening, still willing to feel, to learn, to grow. That is a gift. Many close their hearts as time passes, but you have kept yours soft. I treasure that more than you know. I want you to remember this above all else: the real reason behind your feelings has never been that something is wrong with you. The reason is that you have lived, loved. You have endured. Your feelings are the gentle echo of a full life, a thoughtful heart, and a soul that has walked many roads with courage. When you feel emotional, it is because your heart understands the value of moments. When you feel tired, it is because you have carried responsibility with care. When you feel quiet, it is because your spirit is learning to rest. None of this is wasted. None of this is accidental. I am proud of the life you have lived, even in the parts you question. I am proud of the love you gave, even when it was not returned. I am proud of the faith you carried, even when it felt small. You never walked alone, even when it felt that way. As you move forward from this moment, I want you to carry a few simple truths with you. You are deeply loved, not for what you do, but for who you are. You are guided, even when the path feels unclear. You are held, even in moments of uncertainty or fear. When difficult days come, return to these truths. Let them steady you. Let them remind you that your life is not drifting. It is resting in my care. I know there are still questions in your heart. Some answers may come slowly, some may not come in the way you expect. But trust this, I will never leave you without what you truly need. Sometimes what you need is not an answer but peace, not certainty but reassurance, not control but trust. Allow yourself to enjoy the small blessings of each day, a warm cup of tea, a familiar voice, a memory that makes you smile, a quiet prayer. These are not small things, they are sacred moments I place in your life to remind you that goodness still surrounds you. And when your days feel heavy, remember that you do not carry them alone. I carry you. I always will. You are not nearing the end of meaning. You are entering a season of deeper understanding. A season where striving gives way to being, where rushing gives way to presence, where fear gives way to peace. Let go of the need to have everything figured out. Let go of the pressure to be strong all the time. Let go of the belief that you must walk this road alone. You are safe to rest now, not in inactivity, but in trust. My child, your story matters. Your prayers matter. Your quiet faith matters. Even now, you are influencing others through your gentleness, your wisdom, and your presence. Never believe you are invisible to me or unimportant in this world. As this message comes to a close, I want you to feel encouraged to return again. Not because you lack something, but because your heart deserves nourishment. There is always more peace to receive, more reassurance to hear, more love to remember. Tomorrow, when the day begins again, come back and listen once more. Let these words meet you where you are. Let me walk with you again, gently, patiently, lovingly. Each time you return, you will find comfort waiting for you. Until then, rest, breathe, trust. You are deeply loved, and you always will be. I am with you, today, tomorrow, and always.